Oh, we just getting started on the kickback. Jazzy Black, let's get it going.
Thank you. Well, my name is Jazzy Black. I'm on at 97.9 The Beat in Dallas. And you're no money. This is great. I'm fangirling out on the inside, but I'm just playing it cool right now.
I'm playing it cool
right now. How's your day going so far?
I'm blessed. You know, I woke up, got ready for this.
What you eat for breakfast this morning?
I had an egg omelet with spinach and onion and some potatoes.
Ooh, I can literally eat potatoes every day.
No, I have been, honestly, because I have a nutritionist and he's trying to help me just figure out, you know, gut health and my skin. So I've been trying to eat very, very clean every single day. And he has this thing where he's like, okay, this week we're going to master breakfast. This week we're going to master lunch. So this week I'm on lunch and then I'm in dinner. So I have to eat the same thing pretty much every day. So for 2 weeks I've been eating. Yeah, for 2 weeks I've been eating eggs and potatoes. The Tabasco helps. And then for lunch I'll have like a fish. No, I try to keep it interesting, and I love food so much, and naturally I'm a creature of habit, so I'll typically eat the same thing every day anyway. But at least that's my choice, you know. Now I'm like, I have to eat the same thing every day. So
I saw you doing this interview, and you were talking about some wing place, I think in LA, that you like to go to all the time.
Baked wings, you gotta try it.
What is it?
It's my favorite wing place out here. Love Baked Wings, and they're healthy. They don't leave you like bloated. They're not fried. They're baked. I mean, obviously, love baked.
Sometimes you ever go to like chicken wing places and like you be confused on like why the size of the chicken wing is the way it is. I feel like you look a little bit bigger than normal chicken wings, or sometimes they look
size. Yeah. I mean, it's honestly, we're so left in the dark with the food industry. It could be hormones.
No, for real. No, dead ass. But you know, first of all, congratulations on all your success with Wildside. Shout out to going getting certified gold on that mug.
Thank you. Thank you.
And this is not the first time that you have been like RIAA certified. And you know, as somebody who's like a consumer, I'm like, you know, I know that it's a big deal, but like we don't really understand the magnitude of like how hard it is to like get those certifications. And this is not your first time. You did it with Motivation. You did it with Love Lies. Like you've done this before. So what does it feel like to finally be like kicking the door down with Wildside, with this being like your single right now?
Honestly, not having put music out in 2 years, I was very, very nervous. You know, you never know how a record is going to be received. And I'm naturally nervous anytime. I can speak for any artist when releasing a record because for so long it's been your baby. And then you give people the opportunity to really rip that shit apart. So the fact that I woke up this morning, I saw on the Shade Room, I'm really bad when it comes to social media, which I know I'm like a grandma. I'm ancient when it comes to that. But my mom sent me a link to the Shade Room.
Not your mama.
No, I know.
My mama be sending me links all the time too, so I get it.
My grandma, I'm like, I need to do I'm so tapped out, and I'm scared when I become a parent, it's gonna be even worse. Like I'm not gonna be that cool parent that's like hip to stuff because it's happening. It's already happening now.
I said that too, and you're not too far in age for me. I'm about to turn 29, but like, we millennials, we 90s babies. So it's crazy now because I'm like, you know, I was the one that was like, and then now I find myself in the same space. Like, okay, so what's the kids doing now? You know, they doing this little dance.
I'm like, how do you work the TikTok?
Oh my gosh, and I can't do TikTok. I'm struggling.
Oh, me too. I'm trying to keep up. I don't know what's hot, like what's not. I'm really, I have to work 10 times harder just to understand like what's the thing now. You know,
I be trying not to be sad about it. Because my feelings be a little hurt because I'll be like, come on, bro. Like, you're hip. Like, you're cool. So
I know I'm cool. Can't nobody tell me I'm cool. Can't nobody tell me otherwise. But so she sent me a link. And people still doing the Wildside challenge. Yeah. And like TikToks, it's just crazy. Like the fact that it was such a viral thing and I'm present in it, you know, like when Motivation came out, I didn't understand like the magnitude
No, motivation was crazy. I mean, I was literally in the living room like, let me get my phone up. We can learn a routine. We was ready to go get like airbrush shirts, like the whole nine. Like that was like a movement. And I think it's so cool to be able to see like, you know, to be able to be a part of like a new generation of like young icons and like legends. And like you're it, bro. Like you're the it girl. So like that's so dope. And I think it's beautiful, even just like to be putting on for like the 90s babies. Like I feel like people be kind of skipping over our generation, you know. So to see you come in and like put in all the hard work, and then not just put in all the hard work, but also be like getting the love from it too, is like, clean. Give her flowers now.
Thank you. Thank you. No, I work really, really hard, you know. Especially even a lot of people don't know for that VMA performance. I cried the whole day, you know. I had 1 week. I had about 1 week of like rehearsal time. But we found yeah, it was crazy. It was just like, it was so traumatic, the experience, you know, because it was, I was stressed out about the fact that, you know, like I didn't have enough time. So in a way I felt like robbed, but grateful for the opportunity. You know, I was just in a really weird space. And so we made that happen fast. Thank God for my team. But even then, like I'm talking about the day of, seconds before going on, still changing. But you know, God is faithful and he's good. And so he gave me the strength to get up there on the stage, because everything that was happening was like, girl, you should not be doing this.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say, like, as an artist, do you ever feel like you have enough time to like, you know, do the things that you want to do for your, you know, the overall end project to be like what you want it to be? Do you ever feel like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have had a little bit more time, I would have sprinkled a little salt here? Or
always. I think that I'm confident and I'm on my shit when I'm prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's the fact that I didn't have control over this particular situation. You know, like I said, I was grateful, very grateful for the opportunity. I wanted to perform for my fans more than anybody. And because I knew that I deserved to, you know, like be up there on that stage with everybody else, and that my fans deserved a performance, you know, like the record had come out and they had been waiting patiently. And I'm like, no, I'm doing this for them. So really they were my strength in that moment too, where I was like, where the enemy, the devil was like, girl, you should not be doing this. I'm like, no. Have people rooting for me. I'm going to go out there and be the best Normani that I can possibly be, because that's enough. And I had to do that. I really had to make a decision for myself to trust and believe that, with a white backdrop and a red backdrop.
I mean, literally, that was it. I was like, what the hell? How in the world? And, you know, I think it was even cool just to see so many other people feel the same feelings that I was feeling when I was watching it. Because, you know, at the time we're like, and I don't know if you saw, but you know, everybody was like, you know, Normani had to come in and say the VMAs. Oh, look, I'm going to say it, you know what I'm saying? Between you, Hallie, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But, I mean, I think those things need to be said. And I feel like as an artist, like, sometimes you might feel bashful, like, oh, I don't want to hear it. But no, bro, you got to hear this shit. Like, you need to hear it so you can know what the people want, because you're doing it for the people anyway. You know?
Absolutely. The people that love me.
Yeah, rightfully so. So, you know, are we getting into another single? What's the next single? We get an album
that was the next question.
I went on Twitter. Look, I had to go on Twitter. I was like, y'all, I'm talking to Miss Normani Jenkins today. So y'all can comment, let me know. And everybody was like, what? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take some of these. I was like, I'll ask her. You know,
single 2 is coming incredibly soon. Like, I'm hoping to put my project out at
before the end of the year. What is that before the end of the year?
I feel so cornered. Oh my God.
Don't feel cornered. I'm just saying, I'm just speaking for all the girls.
No, I know. She's coming.
All the girls, you giving us the energy that we need, and I'll just be sitting at home like,
No, and single 2 is definitely gonna be I mean, it'll still make sense, obviously, with Wildside, you know, like sonically, but the energy is going to be very, very different. Like the approach, the girl is gonna be different.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay, because I feel like, there's so many different dynamics of just being a woman. And I was really excited to kind of see you explore that, you know what I'm saying? That kind of spicy, feisty, sexy side on Wild Side. I was like, okay, Miss Normani. Like, my girl said, I'm a grown woman. Like, stop playing with me.
No, and I had never released a record like that too. And I think that for me, a goal, this time around is to be playful, like even with a Wild Side that may seem like serious and dark and sexy. Like if you really break down what I'm saying, I mean, you guys see it. Obviously, you've taken it like this viral thing, like it's playful, it's playful.
Because we got to get into the doo-doo-doos. Now, you know what I'm saying? I love Wild Side. I love the video. I love the aesthetics. I love party. But I love the goddamn ad-libs, okay?
Oh my.
Especially on the radio edit, because it's like pulling in it.
No, that's my sis. That's my sister, Stara. I'm telling you, she's the shit.
Stara hard.
Really hard. She hard. And it was funny. We always make a joke because there's this video that my day-to-day took. I was recording and it came time for them ad-libs for the pull up in the Benz. I was like, nope, leave her in there. And even for the I kept doing it. I said, I don't sound as cool as Star. Just keep her in.
Oh, that's so sweet. But no, that's where, you know what? It's the loyalty for me. How long have you guys been how long have y'all been, in collaboration, just like pushing out ideas to each other and stuff?
Yeah, I had wanted to. You're talking about Star, correct?
Star.
We started working at the beginning of the pandemic. So a minute, but not too long. But we've known each other for a very long time, and I had been a fan, and I respected her work so much, and wanted to work with her for a long time. And we always were like, why did it take so long for us to like link and make dope music? Because we're both so inspired by one another, and she pushes me. There's things that she opens my mind up to that maybe I wasn't necessarily even thinking before. And she believes in me. She really, really does. And for me, I know that, I mean, you'd probably be surprised by that meaning so much to me, because for such a long time, I felt not seen by a lot of people, in the group. Like my journey was very, 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 very hard.
I can only imagine.
Yes, it was. And I've always felt overlooked. I've always felt like that underdog, but that's my strength. That's
the underdog on top.
Yeah, that's my superpower.
Hell yeah. So, outside of the music,
the last shall be the first. No, I said the first shall be the last and the last shall be the first.
No, dead ass. Somebody needs to hear that. That somebody was me. Dead ass. So, like outside of the music, cuffing season is getting ready to roll around. It's gonna start getting cold outside. You know what I'm saying? You cuddling with anybody, you shooting shots. If somebody, you know what I'm saying? What if somebody wanted to shoot their shot, you know what I'm saying, for cuffing season? What are some things that you're looking for in a guy? Because, you know what I'm saying, my cousin was like, "Well, I said, what's up?" And I was like,
oh my God, not till I said what's up. Well, I do have a cuddle buddy already.
Okay, cool.
But a thing that I love about his character and something that I always look for in a guy is just respecting my family, respecting what's important to me.
Yeah.
Even if that means that we do have differences, but being able to acknowledge that it's important to me and putting their pride aside to make sure that I feel heard.
Right.
And I love like romance. I love being fresh.
Yeah.
And a man that's willing to do anything for me,
Period. I said what I said. I love that.
Like you make some ramen noodles at one.
Yeah, just because that's what my heart desires right now.
In this moment.
Yeah. Okay, so look, before you go, I want to take a walk on the wild side. I got a little game. And I'm just asking, what are some of your wildest moments? And it's just kind of random. It's kind of all over the place. So the first one is taking a walk on the wild side. What is your wildest middle school moment? Like the craziest thing you can remember happening in middle school? Middle school will be a lot.
My wildest middle school moment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, this middle school. I'm really trying to think about it because I was homeschooled.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was actually homeschooled in 6th grade, starting 6th grade. But okay, this is pretty
That's why
wild.
you're so smart.
I don't know how to say this.
Super smart.
Huh?
I said that's why you're so smart. All the homeschool kids be super smart. They be like geniuses.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
No,
Yeah.
I had, like all my cousins, like I was still heavily like involved in the functions.
Yeah.
I would go to everything, but in terms of school, like I started homeschool at 6th grade. But something crazy that happened, I don't know if I'll get in trouble for saying this now, but whatever. So me and my friend, she actually lived with me. She was from New Orleans too. She had lived with me in Texas, and we went to school together. And we had to end up using another friend's address
so she could go to school there.
Exactly. But yeah, and we would always like say that we were sisters, which nothing could make us any closer. So like we were just like, no, we're sisters. We have the same. We have the same dad, but not the same mom. Like making shit, totally making shit up. I guess the kids was talking about that, and it got to a teacher, and the teacher ended up telling the principal, and somehow that we had like, I guess, different addresses, and they went to dig and found out that, like, we was really just trying to win. Okay,
we just is life. You have to do what you got to do for your girl.
Because school is expensive. Okay,
it's expensive, not for real. Yeah.
But we ended up getting kicked out because of us, because we was talking.
Yeah. Okay. Story just went from, oh wow, that's sweet, to goddamn. Okay, that's pretty well. All right, look. Next wildest moment. What's the wildest thing you think you ever said to your mom or your grandma? The wildest thing you did? You know, as kids, we just always do some crazy stuff. And you know, what's the time that your mama was like, you don't get your.
So I remember I had this phase, right, where I was like, and I said, so, like, it was real quick though. It was really, really quick. I'm like, so. My mom hated that. She hated it. I remember one time we was in the beauty supply store. I don't know what she was getting, but we was in the beauty supply store. And all she heard was, she turned around so fast.
Oh my God. Girl probably knocked you down in the goddamn hair braiding.
You know what? It wasn't the fact that it hurt. It wasn't the fact that it physically hurt. She popped me. I'm not gonna lie. She popped me. Popped the hell out of me. But I was embarrassed.
Right. I had that happen to me too.
I was like, how could you do this in front of all these people? Like, I was so embarrassed. But I guess that was the thing. She was like, bet you're not gonna do that again.
Hey, my mama two-pieced me in a department store one time, and I don't remember what happened, but I just remember looking up and there was clothes around me, and my grandma was trying to pull me out of the clothes. She was like, Jazzy, what happened?
Not out the clothes.
Girl, at the clothes. You know how the clothes rack be like this?
Yes.
Yeah, I was inside of the.
Oh my God.
I was.
No.
Yeah.